Good morning friends, you are most welcome to Think Ice channel. Today we are going to discuss Ghatna Chakra, Indian polity and governance, and our topic is Constituent Assembly and making of the Constitution. The first formal demand for the Constituent Assembly was made by the Swaraj Party at a conference in Ranchi held on May 1934. The idea of a Constituent Assembly was put forward for the first time by M.N. Roy in the year of 1934. The Indian National Congress officially demanded a Constituent Assembly to frame the Constitution of India for the first time in the year of 1934. In 1938, Jawaharlal Nehru, on behalf of Indian National Congress, declared that the Constitution of Free India must be framed without outside interference by a Constituent Assembly elected on the basis of adult franchise. Adult franchise has an Article 326. The demand was finally accepted in principle in August of 1940. The Constituent Assembly was constituted under the scheme formulated by the Cabinet Mission Plan. Number of representatives from provinces was based on their population, that is, one representative per 10 lakh people. Of these, 296 were to be allotted to British India and 93 seats the to the princely states. Out of 296 seats allotted to British India, 292 members were to be drawn from the 11 governors' provinces and 4 from 4 chief commissioners' provinces, one from each. The representatives of princely states were to be nominated by the heads of the princely states. The elections to the Constituent Assembly for 296 seats were held in July-August 1946. The Indian National Congress won 208 seats, the Muslim League won 73 seats, and the small groups and independent got the remaining 15 seats. In the beginning, princely states did not participate in the Constituent Assembly, but with the third session of the Constituent Assembly commencing on April 28, 1947, the representative of the princely states of India began to join it gradually. Constituent Assembly was a result of indirect election. This election was not based on the adult franchisee. According to the Government of India Act 1935, voting rights were be limited based on the tax, education and property. The Viceroy invited the elected representatives for the first meeting of Constituent Assembly on December 9, 1946. 207 members participated in the first meeting. The meeting was presided over by Dr. Sachidanand Sinha as the temporary president. Later on 11 December 1946, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was unanimously elected as president of the Constituent Assembly. It took 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days, according to the Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha website, 2 years, 11 months, and 17 days. It seems that it has not included the day of adoption of the Constitution by the Constituent Assembly to complete the task of constitution making. Total 11 sessions, 165 days, were held on 26 November 1949, that is the last day of 11th session. The Constitution was adopted. Except these 11 sessions, the Constituent Assembly finally met on 24 January 1950 for the signature of members on the Constitution. Bengal Benegal Nursing Rao B.N. Rao was appointed as the constitutional advisor to the Assembly. On 26 November 1949, the people of India adopted, enacted, and gave to themselves the Constitution of India. Some provisions of the Constitution came into force on 26 November 1949 itself, but it completely came into force on 26 January 1950. The number of women in Constituent Assembly was 15. There were 1. Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, 2nd. Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, 3rd. Sarojini Naidu, 4th. Sucheta Kripalani, 5th. Purnima Banerjee, 6th. Leela Roy, 7th. G. Durga Bai, 8th. Hansa Mehta, 9th. Kamla Chaudhary, 10th. Renuka Rai, 11th. Malati Chaudhary, 12. Dakshayani Velayudhanan, Dakshayani Vela Yudanan. 13. Begum Aziz, Begum Azaz Rasool. 14. Annie Mascarin. And last 15. Ammu Swaminathan. The interim government of India was formed on 2nd September 1946. However, it did not include any member from the Muslim League. Finally, on 26 October 1946, five members of Muslim League were also included in the cabinet. Interim cabinet 1946 members Jawaharlal Nehru, portfolio External Affairs and Commonwealth Relations. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Home and Information and Broadcasting. Home Information and Broadcasting. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Food and Agriculture. Food and Agriculture. Dr. John Mathai, Industries and Supplies. Jagjeevan Ram, Labor. Sardar Baldev Singh, Defense. C.H. Bhabha, Works, Mines and Power. लियाकत अली खान फिनेंस अब्दुर राब निश्तार पोस्ट एंड एयर आसफ अली रेलवेज एंड ट्रांसपोर्ट आसफ अली श्री चंद्र राजगोपालाचारी राजा जी श्री राजगोपालाचारी एजुकेशन एंड आर्ट्स आई चौधरीगर चौधरीगर कॉमर्स मिनिस्टर एंड Gazanfar Ali Khan, Health Ministry, and Jogendra Nath Mandal, Law. Important committees of the Constituent Assembly. The Constituent Assembly appointed various committees to deal with the different tasks of constitution making. The details of the important committees and their chairman is as follows. Committee and their chairman. First is Union Constitution Committee. Jawaharlal Nehru. Committee on Rules of Procedure, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Steering Committee, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Drafting Committee, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Advisory Committee for Fundamental Rights, Minority and Tribals, Excluded Regions. First is Advisory Committee for the Fundamental Rights and Minority and Tribes, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. And excluded regions are first Fundamental Rights Committee, Subcommittee, Fundamental Rights Subcommittee, J.B. Kripalani. Second, Minorities Subcommittee, Union Powers Committee, H.C. Mukherjee, Jawaharlal Nehru. S.C. Mukherjee, Minorities Subcommittee, Union Powers Committee, Jawaharlal Nehru. Provincial Constitution Committee, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Drafting Committee was comprised of 7 members, including the chairman, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Other 6 members are as follows: Alladi Krishnaswamy Iyer, N. Gopala Swamy, K. M. Munshi, Muhammad Sadullah, B. L. Mittar, and D. P. Khaitan. Later on, B. L. Mittar was replaced by N. Madhav Rao and T. T. Krishnamachari was included in the committee on the demise of D. P. Khaitan. D. P. Khaitan was dead. On behalf of him, T. T. Krishnamachari included in the committee. The Constituent Assembly appointed the Ad hoc Committee on the National Flag on 23rd June 1947. Its members were Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Chairman, Abdul Kalam Azad, Sarojini Naidu, C. Rajgopalachari, K. M. Munshi, and Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Sources of the Constitution. A major portion of Indian Constitution is borrowed from Government of India Act 1935, Blueprint of Indian Constitution, Rule of Law, Parliamentary form of the government, Cabinet system, Single citizenship, Bicameral legislature, Law-making procedure, Parliamentary privileges and prerogative rights are provisions borrowed from the Constitution of Britain. Preamble, Judicial Review, Independence of Judiciary, Fundamental Rights, Post of Vice President, Procedure of Impeachment of President and Removal, Procedure of Impeachment of President and Removal of the Supreme Court and High Court Judges, provisions taken from the Constitution of USA, United States of America. DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policy, Method of Election of President, Nomination of members of the Council of the State Rajya Sabha, are provisions inspired from the Constitution of Ireland. Federation with a strong center, advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, residuary powers to be vested in the center and appointment of the governors by the center are provisions borrowed from Constitution of Canada. Joint sitting of the both houses of the Parliament, language of the preamble, freedom of trade, commerce and intercourse, and idea of concurrent list are borrowed from the Constitution of Australia. Provisions related to the emergency except financial emergency imported from the Constitution of Germany, procedure established by law from Japan, and procedure of constitutional amendment and election of members of Rajya Sabha are borrowed from South Africa. Fundamental duties and the ideals of the justice, social, economic and political in the preamble are imported from USSR, that is now Russia. Republican system, principle of liberty, equality and fraternity in the preamble are borrowed from the Constitution of France. Now we are going further and question. First question is who in the beginning presented the idea of Indian Constituent Assembly in the pre-independence day? M.N. Roy. The idea of the Constituent Assembly was put forward for the first time by M.N. Roy in the year 1934. The first formal demand for the Constituent Assembly was made by Swaraj Party at a conference in Ranchi held on May 1934. Next question. It is an agreement by free will to be terminated by free will. By free will. The above statement of Pandit Nehru refers to which of the following? India's association with the Commonwealth of Nations. The above statement of Pandit Nehru refers to the India's association with the Commonwealth of Nations. Statement was, it is an agreement by free will to be terminated by free will. Next question, how many women members were there in the Indian Constituent Assembly? There were 15 women. The total number of women members in the Constituent Assembly was 15. They were Ammu Swaminathan, Annie Mascarin, Sarojini Naidu, Dakshayani Velayudhan, G. Durgabai Deshmukh, Hansa Mehta, Kamla Chaudhary, Leela Roy, Malti Chaudhary, Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, Renuka Rai, Purnima Banerjee, Begum Aizaz Rasool, Sucheta Kriplani, Vijay Lakshmi Pandit. The states and the central government derive power from the Constitution of India. The states and the central government derive power from the Constitution of India, which is the source of all the powers of the central and state governments. The President and the Prime Minister and the Parliament of India all find mentions in the Constitution itself. The idea of the preamble has been borrowed in Indian Constitution from the Constitution of USA. The idea of preamble was borrowed from the Constitution of United States, whereas the language of preamble was borrowed from the Constitution of Australia. The concept of a union of state in the Indian Constitution has been derived from the British North American Act. The British North American Act. The concept of a union of states in the Indian Constitution has been derived from the British North American Act 1867. According to Article 1, Clause 1 of the Indian Constitution, India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of the states. According to Constituent Assembly Debates, Volume 7, the drafting committee considers that following the language of the British North American Act 1867, it would not be appropriate to describe India a union, although its constitution may be federal in structure. In Indian political system, which one is supreme? The Constitution. The Constitution is supreme in Indian political system. The Constitution of India is the supreme law of India. It lays down the framework defining fundamental political principles, establishes the structure, procedure, powers and duties of government institutions, and set out fundamental rights, directive principles, and the duties of the citizens. The concept of judicial review in India has been adopted from the Constitution of USA. The concept of judicial review in Indian Constitution has been adopted from the Constitution of the United States. Judicial review is the power of the courts to examine the actions of the legislative, executive, and administrative arms of the government and to determine whether such actions are consistent with the Constitution. Actions judged inconsistent are declared unconstitutional and therefore null and void. Given below there are two statements, assertion and reason. Assertion is the scope of judicial review is limited in India. Reason is the Indian constitution has some borrowed items. Both assertion and reason are correct, but R is not correct explanation of A. The scope of judicial review is limited in India as decided in the Keshwanand Bharti case 1973. The basic structure doctrine forms the basis of power of the Indian judiciary to review and strike down amendments to the Constitution of India. Thus assertion A is correct. On the other hand, Indian Constitution has borrowed some of its provision from the constitutions of different countries. The features of federal system of the Indian Constitution is inspired by the Constitution of Canada. The Constitution of India is federal in nature. The concept of federal system in our Constitution is inspired from the Constitution of Canada. The Indian federalism is based on pattern of which country? That is Canada. The Indian parliamentary system is different from the British parliamentary system in that India has the system of judicial review. The Constitution of India adopted the process of judicial review from the US Constitution, which is not applicable in British parliamentary system, while rest of the options are applicable to both the parliamentary systems. The system of judicial review exists in India and USA. The system of judicial review exists in both India and USA. Which of the following characteristics is common between the federal system of India and America? A federal Supreme Court for interpretation of the Constitution. The characteristics of federal court for interpretation of Constitution is common in both Indian and American federal systems, while in the United States there is one judicial system at the union level and other at the state level. There is absence of three lists in the Constitution of USA. The Indian Constitution provides single citizenship, whereas US Constitution provides dual citizenship. Which of the following statements is true? The federal form of government is in United States of America. The government system of America is federal. The United States of America is federal republic consisting of 50 states. However, India is a union of 28 states and 8 union territories. Article 1 of the Indian Constitution declared it as the union of states. A federal government is one in which there is division of powers between the central government and the state governments by the constitution itself, and both operates in their respective jurisdiction independently. Some of the constitution experts call the Indian constitution having unitary nature because at the time of emergency it provides a strong center, but the reality is that Indian constitution is of federal nature having some unitary features. Concurrent list included in Indian constitution is given by Australia. The concurrent list is borrowed from the Constitution of Australia. In this list, those items are included on which both union and states have right to make law. It is in the 7th schedule of the Constitution, which originally included 47 items, now increased to 52 items as item number 11A, 17A, 17B, 20A, 33A were added through amendments. The idea of concurrent list in the Indian Constitution has been borrowed from Australia. The framers of the Constitution of India borrowed the concept of the concurrent list described in the 7th schedule from the Constitution of Australia. The concept of concurrent list in the Constitution of India was borrowed from the Constitution of Australia. The concept of the directive principle of state policy DPSP in the Indian Constitution has been adopted from the Constitution of Ireland. The inclusion of DPSP in the Indian Constitution is inspired by the directive principles given in the Constitution of Ireland. These provisions are mentioned in Part 4, Article 36 to Article 51 of the Constitution. The directive principles of state policy are not enforceable in a court of law, but the principles laid down there are considered fundamental in the governance of the country, making it the duty of the state to apply these principles in making law to establish a just society in the country. The inclusion of DPSP in the Indian Constitution is inspired by the directive principles given in the Constitution of Ireland. These provisions are mentioned in Part 4, that is Article 36 to Article 51 of the Constitution. The DPSP are not enforceable in a court of law, but the principles laid down there are considered fundamental in the governance of the country, making it the duty of the state to apply these principles in making law to establish a just society in the country. Indian Constitution has taken a certain features of the constitution of the other countries. Which country has contributed to the framing of the directive principle of state policy? That is Ireland. In giving representation to talent, experience, and service. In the composition of Council of States, the constitution makers of India were influenced by the example of Irish Republic. The concept of formation of Raj Sabha by representation to talent, qualification, experience, and service is influenced by the Irish Republic. Match the following list 1 and list 2. The fundamental rights from United States, parliamentary system or parliament any system, Great Britain, UK, emergency provision, Germany, Weimar Constitution या Weimar Constitution, DPSP Ireland. Fundamental rights, US Bill of Rights, DPSP Irish Constitution, Cabinet Government, British Constitution, Union State Relation, Canadian Constitution. Rule of law, England. Procedure established by law, Japan. Reserving of bill by governor of reserving of bill by governor that for president consideration, that is from Canada, and concurrent list from Australia. DPSP Ireland, fundamental rights USA, concurrent list for Union State Relation Australia, India as the union of states with greater powers to the Union Canada. The idea of fundamental rights was borrowed from the Constitution of USA. The concept of fundamental duties has been taken from Russia, former Soviet Union, USSR Constitution. The concept of fundamental duties is inspired from the Russian Constitution and was added in the Constitution by 42nd Amendment Act 1976. The recommendation for the fundamental duties was made by Swaran Singh Committee. Assertion and reason. The Constitution of India has become the longest one. Assertion. Reason. The chapter on fundamental rights has been borrowed from the model of American Constitution. Both assertion and reasons are true, but R is not correct explanation of A. The Indian Constitution is longest written constitution of the world. Originally it had 22 parts, 395 articles and 8 schedules. The chapter on fundamental rights has been borrowed from the Constitution of USA, but this is not the only reason responsible for lengthy constitution. Thus assertion and reason both are true, but R is not correct explanation of A. The concept of fundamental rights as incorporated in the Indian Constitution has been adopted from USA. Fundamental rights have been incorporated in Part 3, Article 12 to 35 of the Constitution of India. This provision has been borrowed from the Constitution of USA. It includes right to equality, Article 14 to 18, right to freedom, Article 19 to 22, right against exploitation, Article 23-24, right to freedom of religion, Article 25 to 28, cultural and educational right, Article 29 to 30, right to constitutional remedies, Article 32. The post of Vice President and independence of judiciary has also been taken from the Constitution of USA. Idea of fundamental rights is adopted from the Constitution of USA America. The tradition of written constitution began from which of the following countries? America. Among the following given names, those portfolio in the first cabinet of India 1947 was different from his portfolio in the interim government 1946. Then that is C.H. Bhabha. Portfolios in the interim cabinet is as follows: Food and Agriculture, Dr. Rajendra Prasad; Labor, Jagjeevan Ram; Defense, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel; Works, Mines and Power, C.H. Bhabha. Portfolios in the first cabinet of independent India is as follows: Food and Agriculture, Dr. Rajendra Prasad; Defense, Sardar Baldev Singh; Defense, Sardar Baldev Singh; Labor, Jagjeevan Ram; Commerce, C.H. Bhabha. Thus, portfolio of C.H. Bhabha in the first cabinet of independent India was different from the portfolio of the interim government. Thank you very much.